Ever wonder if there's a hidden Picasso or Beethoven lurking inside your brain? What if I told you that your mind possesses an untapped reservoir of artistic genius, just waiting to be unleashed? Join us as we journey deep into the fascinating world of neuroscience and uncover the incredible ways your brain is wired for creativity. Prepare to have your perception of art and the human mind completely transformed. We're about to reveal the groundbreaking scientific discoveries that explain why some brains effortlessly create masterpieces while others struggle. This video will peel back the layers of artistic talent, showing you the intricate dance between neurons and your next great idea. So, let's start with a fundamental question. Is artistic talent something you're born with, or is it something you can develop? For centuries, we've romanticized the idea of the natural-born artist, someone touched by a divine spark. But modern neuroscience is painting a much more interesting and, frankly, more empowering picture. It turns out our brains are all fundamentally wired for creativity. The key differences lie in how we use and develop these neural circuits. Imagine your brain as a bustling city. To create art, you need different districts of this city to communicate effectively. One of the most critical networks for creativity is called the default mode network, or DMN. This is your brain's daydreaming network. It's what's active when your mind wanders, when you're not focused on a specific task. This is where you connect seemingly unrelated ideas, recall distant memories, and imagine future possibilities. It's the source of those sudden aha moments and unexpected bursts of inspiration. When a songwriter suddenly thinks of a perfect lyric while taking a shower, that's their default mode network at work. But inspiration alone isn't enough, right? You need to take that brilliant abstract idea and turn it into something tangible, painting, a melody, a story. This is where another network comes into play, the Executive Control Network, or ECN. This is your brain's CEO. It's responsible for focus, planning, and deliberate decisions. It helps you organize your thoughts, refine your ideas, and execute the steps needed to bring your vision to life. The ECN is what allows a sculptor to meticulously chip away at a block of marble for hours, staying focused on the final form. So, here's the magic. The true genius of the creative brain lies in the ability to seamlessly switch between these two networks. Highly creative individuals are masters at letting their minds wander and explore with the default mode network, and then, at just the right moment, engaging the executive control network to focus and refine it. It's a delicate dance between letting go and taking control. This dynamic switching is often referred to as cognitive flexibility, and it's a cornerstone of artistic expression. Think of it like this. The DMN is the brainstorm, the wild flurry of ideas. The ECN is the editor, the one who organizes those ideas into a coherent masterpiece. Now, let's get even more specific. What's happening on a cellular level? When you learn a new artistic skill, like playing a chord on a guitar or mixing a specific color on a palette, your brain is physically changing. neurons that fire together, wire together. This process, called neuroplasticity, means that with practice, the neural pathways associated with that skill become stronger and more efficient. It's like paving a dirt path into a At first, the task feels difficult and clumsy. Your brain is working hard to forge those new connections. But with repetition, the signals travel faster and more easily. This is why a professional pianist's fingers can fly across the keys seemingly without thought. Their brain has built incredibly efficient neural highways for those movements over thousands of hours of practice. This brings us to a crucial point. Practice isn't just about muscle memory. It's about brain memory. It's about fundamentally rewiring your brain to make artistic creation more intuitive and automatic. So, the next time you feel frustrated while learning a new instrument or drawing technique, remember that you are physically sculpting your brain. You are an architect of your own neural landscape. But what about that initial spark? Where do truly original ideas come from? Neuroscientists believe this involves a process called divergent thinking. This is the ability to generate multiple unique solutions to a single problem. When you look at a cloud and see a dragon, or hear a random noise and imagine a melody, you're using divergent thinking. Studies have shown that creative people have more active connections between different brain regions, allowing them to pull information from a wider range of sources. They're better at making loose, unconventional associations. For example, they might connect the texture of a leaf to the rhythm of a poem, or the color of a sunset to a musical chord. It's this cross-pollination of ideas from different sensory and memory banks that gives birth to originality. So, how can you encourage this kind of thinking in your own brain? One proven method is to expose yourself to new and varied experiences. Travel, read books outside your usual genre. Listen to different kinds of music, talk to people with different perspectives. Every new experience creates new raw material for your brain to work with. You're essentially stocking the pantry of your mind, giving your default mode network more interesting ingredients to play with during its creative cooking sessions. Another powerful technique is to embrace constraints. It might sound counterintuitive, but sometimes having fewer options can actually boost creativity. For example, trying to write a story using only 100 words, or creating a painting with only 3 colors, forces your brain to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions. These limitations push you past your habitual thought patterns and into new creative territory. Now, let's talk about the emotional side of art. Why does a piece of music give us chills or a painting move us to tears? This is where the limbic system, your brain's emotional center, comes in. Structures like the amygdala and the hippocampus are deeply involved in processing emotions and memory. When we experience art, these areas light up. Art acts as a key, unlocking deep-seated emotions and memories. The artist, in turn, uses their craft to intentionally tap into these universal emotional circuits. They learn through practice and intuition, which combinations of colors, sounds, or words are likely to evoke feelings of joy, sadness, or awe in their audience. When an artist creates, they are essentially having an emotional conversation with their own brain, and then translating that conversation into a medium that can resonate with the brains of others. It's a profound form of neural empathy. This leads us to an incredible realization. Imagine unlocking the full artistic potential you never knew you had. This isn't just about understanding the brain, it's about empowering you to tap into your own creative wellspring. Discover the surprising neural pathways behind artistic expression and learn how to foster your own unique artistic abilities. No matter your current skill level, you don't need to be a natural-born genius. You just need to understand how your brain works and give it the right stimulus and practice. So, let's recap the actionable steps you can take, starting today, to boost your brain's artistic abilities. First, cultivate your default mode network. Allow yourself time to be bored. Go for a walk without your phone. Let your mind wander. This is not wasted time. It's incubation time for your best ideas. Second, practice focused attention. When you decide to work on your art, eliminate distractions. Engage your executive control network fully. This builds the discipline needed to turn ideas into reality. Third, embrace neuroplasticity through consistent practice. Even 15 minutes a day of drawing, writing, or playing an instrument is enough to start strengthening those neuropathways. Don't be discouraged by a slow start. You are literally building a better brain for art. Fourth, feed your brain with new experiences. Be curious. Learn something completely unrelated to your art form. The more diverse your knowledge and experiences, the more unique your creative combinations will be. And finally, don't be afraid to fail. Creativity is a messy process. Every bad drawing or wrong note is not a failure. It's a data point. It's your brain learning what doesn't work, which is just as important as learning what does. The fear of imperfection can paralyze the creative process. Give yourself permission to experiment and make mistakes. The science is clear. The artistic brain is not a rare gift bestowed upon a chosen few. It is a potential that exists within all of us. It is a set of neural networks that can be trained, strengthened, and optimized. The intricate dance between your daydreaming mind and your focused mind, the physical rewiring of your neurons through practice, and the rich tapestry of your memories and emotions, all of these come together to form your unique artistic voice. It's in here, waiting to be built, one neural connection at a time. So, what are you waiting for? Pick up that brush, that pen, that instrument. Your brain is ready. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the creative brain. If you found this fascinating, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of the human mind. Let us know in the comments what you're inspired to create. Thanks for watching.